You know, it would have been nice to make my first real YouTube video without being sick on COVID, but that's just how things are going for me right now. Screw it, we're raw dogging this motherfucker. The NFL season's almost here. It's crazy. We got done with the draft. Free agency is pretty much wrapped up. We even have the schedules released. Everything is set up for the 2025 NFL season. All we got to do now is wait. So I decided to be super original and do my super early NFL predictions. Now, are these going to change? Yeah, probably. I mean, free agency isn't technically over. Maybe a crazy trade happens. I doubt it, but maybe. More realistically, some sort of freak accident injury happens, and yeah, I could throw a wrench into some things. But as of right now, this is kind of where I have a feeling these teams are going to end up by the end of next season. And let's just look at the categories. So starting off, I'll go from top to bottom. In the first tier, we got the GOATed category. These are the teams that can actually win a Super Bowl this year. They got all the tools needed. We'll just have to see how they finish, but they are a Super Bowl contending team. Then we could make a run. Basically, playoff team could win a couple playoff games, but I don't expect them to actually win the Super Bowl. Playoffs, question mark, like maybe they can make the playoffs, best case scenario, but they're probably not going to win a playoff game. Then we got mid as fuck, which is pretty basic. Teams that are basically going to be 8-9 this season, 9-8. Boring as hell. Then we got mediocre at best, which is, I mean, boring, forgettable teams. Basically the Colts. That's all I can think of. And then we got Louisiana swamp ass, which is just the Titans. Now, starting off, we got the New Orleans Saints. Dude, I just, yeah. I mean, it kind of fits the category. I didn't even I didn't even notice the Louisiana part. Yeah, no, but it totally fits. I do not expect anything from this team. I don't. I'm just gonna take a quick look at their schedule, but I mean, I don't expect anything. Tyler Shook, are you kidding me? Like, I don't know. I think this team will be lucky if they win 5 games this year, and that's like best case scenario in my opinion. Oh yeah, this is not. Oh yeah, that's yeah, no. All right, we got the Dolphins next. Honestly, just fucking do I put them in mid or playoffs? Hang on. I'm not putting them there. I just want to take a look at their schedule. I haven't looked at everybody's schedule yet. I've seen a few. But let's take a quick look really fast. Okay. Their schedule is actually not that bad. I could see them probably cracking into the playoffs. But I don't expect them to do much after that. Ravens, see, like, I want to put them in the goated category, but realistically, like, dude, how many times? Like, I know the AFC is brutal, I get it, but like, how many times must you lose in the playoffs before? Like, I want to quit. Like, realistically, I don't think they're gonna make it to the Super Bowl because history repeats itself. All right, I'm not gonna fall for it every year, but I mean, on paper, once again, they should make the Super Bowl, but I don't know if they will. Okay, Bengals. Yeah, they're like in the same category as the Dolphins. Dude, I don't know what they're doing on defense. Even like we all know they spent like how much money on the fucking offense this year? It's like the same thing as last year. Their offense is going to be amazing, but their defense is non-existent. And then they went out in the draft and they drafted a defensive player and he's sitting out. So even when they do something good on defense, they still can't get it right. On top of that, Trey Hendricks is still, he wants to be traded. There's this whole trade dispute. I don't know what the fuck's going on with their defense, but it looks worse than it did last year, maybe. So, yeah. So I mean, Joe Burrow is good enough to maybe drag them into the playoffs, but I mean, I don't expect anything more than that. Okay, Broncos. I think they could make a run. I don't think anything I don't think they're gonna be a Super Bowl team. I don't think that at all. But I mean, you look at what they did last year. And I mean, I think they just got better as a team. They kept all the core pieces, and if Bo Nix can take another step forward, I mean, yeah, they might really be a solid team next year. So I'm just gonna say that they could make a solid run in the playoffs. I am a little concerned that Bo Nix might take a step back. Not a huge fan of him, but I don't feel like he should. I mean, you know, Sean Payton's still there, all the core pieces, like I said. So I think they can make a run. Vikings, dude, the NFC North. Sorry, I still got COVID, like I said. The NFC North is such a like I don't know who's gonna finish last. Like I don't. Like I really don't. Watch it be the Bears. One team has to finish last, but on paper, they all look good. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to do with the Vikings because they got JJ McCarthy, and I don't know anything about JJ. I wasn't a fan of him when he got drafted. I'm not necessarily a fan of him now. I don't know what to do. I feel like I don't know. The Vikings, when you look at their history, you see that the fuck is my camera doing? When you look at their history, they tend to have a decent season, like a really good season, like last year 14-3. They end up losing in the playoffs because of course they do. And then the next season they go like 7-10 or something like that. And then the cycle repeats. They have another good season. So let's just throw them in mid as fuck. History tends to repeat itself. Now the Rams, a lot of people think they can win a Super Bowl this year. I don't know about that, but I definitely think they can make a deep playoff run. I do. I mean, are they a Super Bowl team? I don't know. I don't know. Matt Stafford kind of scares me, man. I mean, he's still really good, but man, is he getting up there in age? I don't know. I'm not so sure. But I'm gonna I'm just gonna throw him in prop could make a playoff run, could probably will. Tampa Bay. I, I'm I'm sticking them in this category. I don't know. I don't know what to think about them. I think they're gonna be pretty good again. But I don't feel like they're gonna make a deep playoff run. Maybe they will. I don't know. Um, I'll look at their schedule really fast, but I think they're gonna be a playoff team. Just looking at their division, I think they're gonna win it again. But I don't feel super confident about this team. I don't feel like they're gonna do a lot. Like outside of the playoffs. So I feel pretty confident right here. Lions. What do you think I'm gonna put them? I'm not concerned that they lost Ben Johnson and Aaron Glenn. I'm not concerned about that. I am concerned about their schedule though. Their schedule is fucking brutal. It's insane. Like every away game is like a playoff team. Like I'm being dead serious. It's crazy. It's so crazy, dude. Roger Goodell in the NFL saw that the Lions went undefeated on the road last year and said, "Yeah, that's not happening again." Um, the simple fact of the matter is, the Lions went 15-2 last year, while leading the league in injuries. And I mean, it wasn't even close. They had like twice as many injuries as the team in second place, which I think was the 49ers. So, I mean, if the entire team can stay healthy, Aiden Hutchinson just got cleared today to, fully play. He's fully cleared. So, if they just stay healthy, again, on paper, they should be a Super Bowl team. I don't know. Bears. Realistically, let's just throw them in the mid as fuck category. I don't know. I don't know. I'm tired of getting fooled every single year. How many years in a row has it been that they've been the off-season champions? They won the off-season? Because it feels like it's been every year now. And funny enough, same thing happens at the end of every season. Massive disappointments. I don't know if Ben Johnson's a good head coach. I don't know. I'll say this. I mean, it's good they picked an offensive head coach. As we keep going through the NFL seasons, it looks like defensive head coaches, they keep turning out worse and worse. So I'm glad they went with Ben Johnson on offensive head coach, and I think the offense will be pretty good, but how's the defense going to be? I don't know. I don't know if it's going to work out or not. We've seen offensive head coaches, brilliant offensive coordinators not make it as head coaches. We don't know. Okay, so let's just say mid as fuck category. Now, the 49ers, I don't know, man. I think they could make the playoffs if they're healthy. I think they could even make a deep playoff run, but I don't know what to think about this team. I don't. I think this might be like their last real year. I don't know. They just do not feel like the same team anymore. They don't. Now, they actually do I think have like one of the easiest schedules in the NFL. I do. I just don't think they got I guess all right, I'll put them up here. I think they can make a playoff run, but I think their Super Bowl window is closed. So let's just call it that. Eagles, I mean, yeah, you won it last year. As far as I'm concerned, when you win the Super Bowl, you should be considered a Super Bowl contender until proven otherwise. All right, we saw that they just won it, so obviously they can win it again. Raiders. Uh, somebody's got to go in this mediocre category, but I don't know if I would put the Raiders. Let's say mid as fuck. Geno Smith is the only thing keeping them from falling in mediocre. Um, they're going to be an interesting team to watch. Like again, Pete Carroll, Geno Smith, Ashton Genty. I mean, it's going to be very interesting to watch, but I don't expect much from this team at all. Not this year. Maybe next year or the year after that. But it's very interesting. This is the most interested I've been in the Raiders in quite some time. But yeah, I don't expect much. It's basically the same thing as the Bears right now. That's kind of how I view them. Packers. I again the NFC North problem. Every team seems good, but like there's got to be one bad team, right? So I got them right here. This is the floor I got them at. Can they make a deep playoff run? Maybe. I don't know. I'm not as high on Jordan Love as a lot of other people are. I've been like one of I was the most vocal against him for the longest time, but then everybody finally saw what I was seeing, and I didn't need to say it any longer that I didn't think he was that good. I think he's good, but a lot of people were putting up there as like a top 10 quarterback, and I'm still seeing some people say he's better than Jared Goff. No, he's not. No, he's just not. Maybe at one point he will be, but as of right now, that's crazy to say. I don't know. Their schedule's brutal too. I think the Lions and the Packers have are tied for the hardest, like second hardest schedule in the league or something like that. So yeah, I'm just gonna. I'll say this. I think they could make a deep playoff run. You know, making a YouTube video on COVID is not fun. It's 0 out of 10 experience for real. Okay, Commanders. I don't. I don't think they're a Super Bowl team. I don't. I do not think that. I still think they're too young. I do. I think they need at least one more season for me to really say that, but maybe they do. I'm going to be honest with you. I am a little bit afraid that not CJ Stroud, Jaden Daniels is going to have a bit of a sophomore slump. I mean, that's a very real possibility. We see a lot of great athletes do that. Hell, CJ Stroud did it. Uh, Jordan Love kind of did it. There is a small chance he might take a step back in progression. Same thing could happen with Bo Nix. So I still think they're going to make a deep playoff run. I do. I mean, they kept most of their core pieces, and they've gotten better. But I'm not ready to put them up in this category yet. Cardinals. Okay, I think we finally reached the mediocre tier. Holy fuck, this team is so fucking boring. There's nothing interesting about this team. Kyler Murray's not interesting. I mean, the only player that's, I guess, somewhat interesting. I mean, I was happy that they got Will Johnson. That was probably the biggest steal of the draft, but I mean, there's nothing interesting about this team. I'll look at their record real fast. I'll see what they got. I mean, I know this. Their first game is against the Saints, so I mean, I feel pretty confident in that being a win for them. Actually, you know what? Their schedule is pretty fucking easy now that I look at it. Panthers, Saints, Titans, Colts. I mean, that's a pretty easy schedule. They might be able to get something done, but I don't know. I just do not like this team at all. There's nothing about it that makes me think they're going to do anything special. Steelers, you just belong here. Like, you're probably going to make the playoffs, but my gosh, dude, it gets to a point where it's just mid as fuck. I'll put them in there, though. No, I'm not. I'm putting them in there. Dude, their quarterback room is a mess. It might be the worst in the league. What is it again? I mean, Mason Rudolph's probably going to be the starter, which says everything. And then you got the Skylar Thompson, and then they got that guy from Ohio State. I already forgot his name. That just tells you everything you need to know about their quarterback room. They got three fucking basic white guys at quarterbacks. That's it. They got nobodies, and that's like the most important position in the league. So yeah, I don't. They're probably gonna go 9-8 and miss the playoffs because Mike Tomlin. So yeah, let's just call it at that. And same thing as really the Ravens. How many times do you lose in the playoffs before I say, you know, I just it's the same thing every year. Lions so far have only lost twice. I don't know how many times it's been for the Ravens and the Bills, but it feels like at least 3 or 4 times. Again, they look great. Josh Allen really might be the best quarterback in the league. Maybe. But I don't know. Are they going to win the Super Bowl? They haven't even been to a Super Bowl. I don't know. But on paper, they should be able to get it done. On paper. I mean, you could say that about a lot of these teams, but I don't think they're going to win a Super Bowl. Falcons. Oh my gosh, dude. So they're at least right here. Do I think they're going to be better? I mean, honestly, I don't know. Maybe. I guess I'll put them in here. I think they could make the playoffs, but I don't think they will. The thing is, right, it all comes down to Michael Penix. A lot of people say he's good. He only played a couple games last year, and they weren't even meaningful games. They didn't really mean anything, so we'll have to see how he does this next season. That'll be his true test, but I mean, if he's the guy, I could see them making the playoffs, but if he's not, then they're going right into here, maybe even into here. But I'll be hopeful and say Michael Penix is the guy, and maybe they make the playoffs. Now, this is where things get interesting. The NFC West is going to be a brutal division if everybody stays healthy. But I'm going to say this. One thing that scares me about this team is I think they got better on the offensive line, but if it doesn't hold up and Sam Darnold gets pressured all like throughout the entire year, I think you guys are you're cooked. Like actually cooked. I don't Sam Darnold is really good. He's like the equivalent of a glass cannon. Yeah, he can dish it out, but the moment, he gets pressured, he's just going to turn right back into, New York Jets Sam Darnold. So it's a bit sketchy. But, if their offensive line holds up, yeah, they can make the playoffs. I don't think they're going to make a playoff run, but you never know. Patriots. I forgot what they were last year. I mean, I could see them maybe making the playoffs this year. I think that's a very real possibility, but I think they're still super young. I think this would be like best case scenario. They make the playoffs this year, but I don't see them doing anything more than that. I thought they had like the best offseason in the entire NFL. I really did. Getting Mike Vrabel. I thought their draft was really good too. Yeah, I thought they killed it. I thought they got way, way better. So I am actually interested to see what the Patriots do this season. Browns. Kenny Pickett might be the starter. Actually, I think he is going to be the starter. So, that's not good. Now, I know I shouldn't doubt Super Bowl winning Kenny Pickett. He is kind of the GOAT, but I'm kind of doubting Kenny Pickett. Don't they have like the second hardest schedule in the entire NFL? I'm going to take one quick look at that really fast. Hang on real fast. Yeah, no, I think they're going to be swamp ass for sure. Okay, Texans. Yeah, I think they can make a playoff run. I do. I still don't think they're a Super Bowl team. I don't. They're so lucky they play in the AFC South, man. They really are. I mean, I could say that about any team. If there was a good team in the AFC South, I'd say they're very lucky because man, that division is so fucking dog water. I think they're still a solid playoff team. I think they're going to be better than what they were last year for sure. I think C.J. Stroud's going to bounce back. I think they're going to be solid, but Yeah, they're not a Super Bowl team yet. I wouldn't say they are. I think they got a couple more seasons to go. Okay, Kansas City. I actually don't think they're going to make the Super Bowl this year. I really don't. I think we might finally be free from Kansas City. You look at their division, it has gotten every team in their division has gotten better except for them. Raiders got better. I think the Broncos got better, and they were already pretty good last year. Chargers, we will get to them. I think they're going to get better. I think that division's going to be so cutthroat. I'm not even so sure they're going to win their division. I mean, I know that's crazy to say, but I could see them taking a step back. I think they're definitely in this category, at the very least. But I could see them losing in the AFC Championship. I could see it. But I'm not going to say it because they just prove us wrong every single year. And I kind of said it earlier, I got you in this category until you prove it otherwise. So, yeah, they're still goated. If there was ever a team that best represented mediocre at best, it's the Dallas Cowboys. Dude, their schedule is so freaking brutal. So they open up the season opener, mind you, playing the Eagles in Philadelphia. And then on Thanksgiving, they play the Chiefs. I think they're going to get cooked this season. I do, but I don't think they're bad enough to be this. So I could see this. I could see them winning like 6 games this year at best. I really like. I don't see it being anything more than that. I think this is going to be really fucking bad. Poor Brian Schottenheimer. I almost feel bad. I do. I think he's bit off a little bit too much, a little bit more than he could chew. All right, Chargers. I really, really want to put them here. But the same way I'm putting the Bears in the mid as fuck category and not moving them up here is the same reason I'm not putting the Chargers and could make a playoff run. I need to see it. Fucking flat out. I'm so tired of this. Oh, Justin Herbert, he's gonna be good. He never but he's never is. He's never good in the postseason. Like, I'm tired of this, boss. You gotta show me stuff. Now, again, I think they will be good, and I think Jim Harbaugh is the type of guy to get shit done, but, you know, get shit done. I think they got better, but we'll just have to wait and see what happens. Jets. Uh, Mid as fuck. Honestly, dude, I'm gonna be honest with you. When I think of this Jets team, I think of the Matt Patricia Lions. I don't think it's gonna be as bad as that. I don't, let's be clear. But I look at it, new first year defensive minded head coach, never been a head coach before. You got Justin Fields, who's maybe the most overrated quarterback we've seen in a decade. In his first year with the Jets, a brutal division. I mean, I could see this being bad. I don't think it'll be as bad as last year, but I could see this being really bad. I don't think 8 wins tops. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay, Panthers. Yeah, I'll throw them in here too. I think they're gonna be good. I think they ended last year on a good note. I think they got better. They got Tedero McMillan. I like that move a lot. I think Bryce Young needs all the help he can get, so get the best wide receiver in the draft. So, yeah, don't hate that. And I think you look at their division, I think they could be really solid. I think they could be better than the Jets, actually. In fact, I expect them to be better than the Jets. Dude, this shit is so fucking miserable. Anyways, Titans. Let's just throw them in mediocre. I don't know. I don't even think they're going to be mid. I think that team is still ass. I do. I still don't even know if I trust their head coach or not. And listen, I mean, the only thing that's keeping me from putting them in here is because the AFC South is hot dog water. It is hot dog water. But I think they'll be better than they were last season. I mean, fuck. They were juggling around Mason Rudolph and Will Levis for an entire season. Now they finally got themselves a quarterback. So if they're worse than they were last year, I fucking hate COVID. If they were worse than they were last year, man, that would be some sweet, sweet, glorious content. I kind of hope it happens. But for Cam Ward's sake, I don't, because I actually really like Cam. All right, Colts. Let me put it this way. Their quarterback room looks like this. It's either going to be Anthony Richardson or Daniel Jones. Ugh. I really do think the Titans are going to finish ahead of the Colts. I do. I don't think there's anything positive going on with the Colts. I don't know if they're going to be better than they were last year. Like I just genuinely don't know. I could see Daniel Jones maybe having a slight resurgence. Maybe I don't know, but like I don't expect much from this team at all. And then we got the Jags. Yeah, I think the Jags are probably going to finish second in their division. I do. I think they've gotten better. I think they could be decent this season. I don't think they're going to be a playoff team, though. I think, best case scenario, maybe they win like 8 games. Maybe even go 9-8, but then just barely miss the playoffs. I mean, the AFC's brutal, dude. It's just absolutely brutal. But if they can just win 8 games this season, I think that's great. I think that'd be a great step forward in the right direction. All right, so yeah, here's my list. I think this is pretty solid. I do. Um, I don't know. Roast me if you think I fucked up somewhere. You probably are gonna do that anyways. So yeah, guys, guess I'll see you guys later. Hopefully, I'm not fucking this sick again making these videos. So thanks again, everyone.